Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Alpha Central.
Bro, you know what? I asked him at Lyft Miami, like, yo, Chris, like, can we get a picture? He was like, no, you. Next day I was scrolling on Instagram. He's posted up with everyone but me.
I was busy when you asked me.
No, you weren't. Swear, you were just walking, you were like, you.
I probably said I can't right now, I'm so sorry, I'll get one later. And that's how you interpreted it.
Yeah, pretty much. And like, there's no way he just said straight up, F you.
Look, I'm a pro at twisting things, okay? But this time...
We'll see what the people believe.
I think I believe him, especially when she says that she's a pro at twisting
You literally admitted it.
things.
If you have to go on a date with the first one and get 1 Bitcoin, or go on a date with the second one with a donut and get Taylor Swift tickets, who would you go on a date with?
The second one.
Why is that?
Like Taylor Swift tickets. Yeah, like that's a fun like concert ticket. Yeah.
The second one.
What do you like about this guy?
I love donuts.
The amount of stupidity in this
She did look a little bit Cambodian, so we do love our donuts.
video is hurting my head. Choose the Bitcoin. Always choose the Bitcoin.
This guy has been sending me Goodnight Queen every single night since May.
Anything a guy does for you, he's doing for other girls. And thank you to this man for proving me right. Look at this. Started in May.
So I have bad news for you ladies. The account that's sending you goodnight messages is not a real account. In early May, I built an Instagram bot that would send these messages to a group of popular creators to measure the impact of artificially boosting their egos. My plan was to start in May and send
My man is diabolical.
goodnight to single large popular creators and then stop
And they all posted about it.
the messaging around December 23rd. Which is right in the midst of the holiday season and the most loneliest time for a single person. And I was going to demonstrate how much random people have influence over a popular creator whose entire self-worth is based upon the validation and appraisal of others.
If I don't get a Goodnight Queen, it like hurts my feelings. And I love this.
And my hypothesis was correct. These women said they missed the goodnight messages. They were attached to it.
It seems like his experiment was successful because those women were hooked to the chatbot. It's actually sad when you think about it.
What's your
biggest turn off?
I think probably when they come and approach with saying that, hey, you are a beautiful girl, and I'm like, I know it.
They use Johnny Bravo. A lot of people told me I dress like Johnny Bravo. Oh, man.
So we're not allowed to give out compliments. What kind of world do we live in?
Does height matter in a guy? Step on the scale. Oh my God. You can change your weight. Guys can't change their height.
You know what? I'll step on the scale.
Step on it.
Damn, girl.
It went in a full circle. Read it out loud. 190. You weigh 190, but you judge guys based on height? Nah. Nah.
Before discussing the height of men, they should focus on their own weight and take it into consideration.
When he said it went around the whole thing.
Invite girls to group settings, I always framed it like, hey, we're doing this anyways if you want to show up, like, cool. Hey, we're going out to the club, or hey, we're going to this concert, or, you know, hey, we're going to the lake. And by doing that, you're letting her know, like, her attendance is not mandatory. Like, that's not going to affect you. You're going to go out and have a good time with or without her. And so it's like, it puts less pressure on it, and it also doesn't allow her to give a rejection. Because, like, if you invite her to the Oscars and she's your date and she says no, then now you have to go out and find a replacement, or you got to show up alone. It also, like, when she shows up, she doesn't have to feel like, I'm gonna have to talk to this guy for 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? So I think how you frame it is gonna affect the perception down the road.
There are definitely
I actually kind of agree with this, but it might be a little bit gamey, but I agree.
multiple ways to ask a woman out, and this method could work depending on the situation.
Come on, man.
I agree with him. Unless she paid for that crown, she shouldn't be touching it.
He's the king.
2002 car.
Do you think I'm saying it's an electric car?
No, I'm wondering why you're buying a 2002 car.
Oh, because it's nice. Classic. You know, going old school.
From our screaming.
I don't know. It's okay, look. It's classic. It's old school, right? And I'm not spewing oil on the
I
street.
broke my fan because of you.
I'm gonna buy a new one.
It's true.
How much was the fan? Like $30? How'd you break a fan?
Value. You know what I mean? Like, do you not care about my feelings?
Nope.
No. Do you think I give a?
I think
Yeah,
he's got his
seriously.
priorities set straight. There's nothing wrong with going old-fashioned.
I felt like from start to finish, it progressively got funnier for me and more angering for her. Do you think Halloween is your one pass to dress like a?
I didn't.
Or do you just do that every day?
Oh my god! He made me laugh a lot. I have to laugh. Or I'm bored.
Feeling anger is better than feeling nothing at all, so.
I guess they were on the same page, but in different ways. Maybe it worked out for the best.
Girls always joke about how guys will play golf for like 8 hours and not know anything about their friends. So like, what are you talking about in that golf court?
Golf court?
I will meet a girl and in 3 seconds I'll know like her blood type, every guy she's ever been with, her hopes and dreams.
No, guys don't talk about anything deep. Like my buddy could get married and then I'd see him the next week, but what have you been up to? He's like, I've been chilling. Wait, did you just get married? Yeah, it was chill.
But like, why? Like, don't you want the tea? Like, if my girl just got married, I'd be like, who
don't
got in a
care.
fight? Who are we mad?
We're just hanging out and enjoying each other's company. We don't need to know all the background of what the hell did you do over the last 5 months that we didn't see each other.
Dude, my uncle got wasted, bro. Guys just don't like to get deep in emotions.
Cause why?
I don't think it's deep in emotions. Just it's not in our forefront. We don't care about it as much. We enjoy the camaraderie.
I don't know. Maybe it's seen as beta.
Guys are not emotionless, but there are things we value more than hearing about couples fights and blood
I can't believe he said beta.
types.
Oh.
Hello.
Do you mind if I use context clues really quick?
Sure.
No dad?
I have a dad.
Does he know? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're lying, but that's totally
No,
fine.
I have a dad.
He's just not in your life.
No, he was at my house yesterday, and he helped me build a
Doing
window.
what, breaking in?
No,
Okay.
he gave me a hug.
And said, I'm sorry I haven't seen you in so many years. Look what happened to you.
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Now, the biggest question is, should we believe her? Because that outfit is saying otherwise.
So you wanted a 32-year-old who's making $200K.
Sure.
What do you think the median income is for the age that you specified?
Like 70, maybe 65, 70. Is it lower?
And yet you still want 200. You think it's that much, but you still want triple that.
48,000.
And it's quadruple.
I would say probably like 70K, maybe.
It's actually $49,000.
Wow. Between 65 and 70 for a 30-year-old?
It's actually 45.
Oh, okay.
And you
Again, these are all mid, maybe below. This one's slightly below average in my opinion. All want 200K plus.
were the most realistic one so far. So a 33-year-old.
I would like to say around 100K, maybe 80K. I'm not exactly sure.
It
But-
is a
don't know
whopping
shit.
$49,000.
Oh. Oops. My brain was somewhere
It's
else.
like, oopsie. It's okay, I'm still gonna find him.
I want to say like 60K.
45K.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Does that shock you?
Yes, it does.
So I'm just gonna put your
It shocks all of them. Isn't gonna change their mind or change their thought process or change the way they move in the future. It just shocked them. That's all it did.
what you wanted in this little calculator here. So $1 million at 29.
I mean,
It's
I've met a few. I have met a few.
Some of these expectations are
A
just
few.
outlandish, and I bet none of them
So you met them. Did they run through you? Did they commit? No, I'm sure they just only ran through you.
earn anywhere close to those amounts.
So white boy.
All right, no, you can go.
What? Really? Okay. Okay. Daddy.
I'll see you next round. Damn, she called me daddy.
Now, if he were to do that to her instead, it would be a completely different video.
Dude, one of the best Sinatra stories is that guy when he went to Australia.
Yeah.
Some feminist over there gave him a bad review because, you know.
Of course she did.
Well, I mean, you know, his lyrics were a little dated at that point, you know, whatever. So she gave him a bad review.
Tell me, dude.
No.
Oh, that would have been. That would have been nuts, dude.
I don't know if this story could top that. Tell me, dude. He called her a $3.
Damn.
At the show? At the show, and then it got out. So the prime minister was saying, you have to apologize to her. And he's like, I'm not apologizing. So then they came back and said, if you don't apologize, we're not going to allow you to leave the country. So now he's holed up in his penthouse suite, and he says to his lawyer as he's pouring a drink, he goes, well, I'm not apologizing. So now what? And it was like the Cuban Missile Crisis. They were just sitting up there. They figured out some wiggle room where they would both be happy. And he ended up leaving, and then he came back. He's like, I'm never going back to that piece of country again.
Is that right? Oh, that's great.
He was mad. I'm sure he went back.
I mean, for a country to try to make you issue an apology just because you called her a $3 whore, can't I just call people insults and not have to make apologies?
There were more women than men here. There was literally no reason to make that clip, especially when there were 16 women present.
How short is too short in a guy?
6'1". It's clip if you're not that tall.
I told you?
4'5".
I told you?
4'5".
All right. How tall do you think I am?
5'5".
5'5".
Really? 6'1" is the shortest
like
for
double
her?
your
At this
freaking
point, the
height,
jokes
girl.
just write themselves. And let's even talk about the fact that she thinks he's 5'5".
There's a great book. It's actually written by a woman. It's called How to Play Hardball Like a Man. It explains that the way children and male children evolve drills in hierarchy. When boys are at unstructured play, meaning they get to go play whatever game they want at recess in primary school, boys play games that require hierarchy. Team sports like football, basketball, you have a position with a clear defined role. There's a captain of the team, someone above you. And there's a such thing as winning. And when you win or lose, it establishes a hierarchy or an imbalance, which boys respect. Conversely, when girls receive unstructured play, they play games that do not require sophisticated teams. They'll play hopscotch. Well, how do you win at hopscotch? You don't. It's not about winning. They play house. They play dolls. How do you win at dolls? You don't win. It's not about winning. It's about the communal experience with one another. And all of the games that they play are egalitarian, meaning there's no hierarchy. There's no hierarchy in hopscotch. There's no hierarchy in playing dolls. And here's the difference between male and female children when observed at play. In a natural state, boys will come to a conflict and they'll say, okay, jump ball, throw the ball up, we'll resolve it that way. They can move the game along.
Correct.
When girls are observed and they have a disagreement at play, you know what they do?
They team up?
They stop playing. They end the game because it's all about the relationship. And if we're not feeling happy about each other, the game has to stop.
That explains why most divorces are initiated by women. Just like a game, if things don't go in their favor, it just stops.
Yep, that's exactly it.
A lot of women are attracted to older men. So my entire life, I've always looked forward to becoming the age that I currently am, whatever age you think that is. Just so 25-year-old women...
You think 32, bro, maybe.
...want to date me. But now that I've dated a bunch of 25-year-olds, I realize that generally speaking, they're not emotionally mature enough. It's not their fault. They just haven't had a lot of life experience yet, and most of them haven't even started the process of going into therapy and really dealing with their traumas. So it's frustrating. But then I'll meet a woman who's in her mid-30s, who's been in therapy for years, who's really taken the time and energy to figure out what her issues are and what she wants out of life and who she is. And it's such a relief. God, it is so much easier to date a woman in her mid-30s. That's why I can't wait until I'm in my 50s and really want to date them.
A lot of young women are not as mature as they think they are, and this video just proves it.
What's the therapy?
Well, you tell me your problems, I'll fix you up.
I don't have any problems.
That's denial. That's your first one.
I think I've laughed on this show more than I've ever laughed on a show.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, you must do some crappy shows, girl.
Yeah. We gotta go. Say goodnight. Charm and charisma, man. Charm and charisma. This gentleman here, I forgot his name, from Nigel Wick from the Drew Carey Show.
As funny as this is, therapy wouldn't be a terrible idea.
So how do you get mad at a woman for wanting that, but that's something that you are also attracted to?
Well, I'm not mad at them for whatever they do, but I'm here to tell you, if you're walking around here with a body that's superficial, you're going to get superficial results. I promise you, you're going to get superficial results. Every girl, I had the girl, she got the BBL. I was there for her when she got off the plane. I nurtured her until the blood stopped coming out of her ass. I was there for her. And in the end, it looked good, but it looked good for not for keeping and creating a legacy with and trying to be with you. I'm not trying to be with you. I'm trying to you and give you a couple of dollars because I know what to keep you around.
Yep.
If you went and got a BBL, it's because you don't have the confidence to face the world as you are.
Correct.
And it's okay. You're just not for a man who is really trying to make sure his legacy with a woman is something that is not trendy. I don't want you to be a trendy thing in my life. If I'm looking for somebody that is going to be the mainstay,
Shout out to Corey.
It's probably not going to be a woman with a BBL.
Just like what he's saying, if you want something genuine, you need to be genuine yourself, and that's just how it is.
True.
Why do we need feminists? Not a single woman was at the White House meeting on women's health. Here's the White House meeting on women's health. You had 1, 2, 4, 6, 10, 14, 16 women here. You literally had more women in attendance than men. Wow, life must be so hard for you staring out of a train window that was invented by men, contemplating all the ways that you're a fake victim.
It sounds like she's trying to be an attention seeker because we see women there clear as day.
Name a reason a man thinks his wife looks as young as she did the day he married her.
Alcohol.
That's the best answer I've ever heard that might not be up there. Alcohol!
That should have been the number 1 answer, and something tells me that he might have known from experience.
You want to buy content?
Do I want to buy content? What do you mean?
Like my pictures.
Are you for real right now? Your father's not in your life, is he?
No.
All right, I'm not even gonna cook you. Like, I just want to actually help you out here for this.
Well, you got $40.
Sweetheart, you know what a job application is? I was gonna actually help her, and then you guys in the comments always talk, oh, why do you just cook them? Be a good person, help them. First of all, I'm not their dad, all right?
He's not.
And if I was, I would try to help him out like I was trying to do there, but
No, I think cooking them actually does help them. It holds them accountable for their stupid decisions.
they don't
Shout outs to you,
listen.
brother.
They want to learn the hard way when they're 40, 45 years old, they're single, kidless, 30 cats, no career, no life, no house, no future. And then they look back and say, that kid one time on Omegle, that guy was a gene. He actually tried to help me out and I didn't want to listen.
Maybe if she had never clicked off, she could have gone down a better path. Now we'll never know.
Let's get into the realness. We got a lot of moms also that have fathers that do want to be dads, but they're so vindictive and bitter with the dad that they'd rather their son fail than...
I almost want to say that's majority of single mothers is bitter baby mamas. Like most of the single mothers out there aren't like doing well with the father co-parenting and stuff.
Have the father in a child's life. Are you serious? I'm dead serious. I've had conversations with moms. I'm like, where the daddy at? I'll make contact with the dad. Dad say, you know, I live in North Carolina or I live in this city, but she never wanted me. They'd have moved on, got kids of their own with their new wife or whatever like that. She never want me to see him. I'm like, mama, send that boy to go stay with his daddy. He don't need the Extra Boys program. He needs his dad. Send him with his father. What are you doing besides sitting up here complaining about you doing it by yourself? It's like moms have this new thing now where they proud. It's like they have to say, I'm doing it all by myself and I'm trying and I love my child and putting them on.
Well, it's that victim mentality struggle, you know, like, oh, I'm doing it.
On Facebook and pretending you was a parent at graduation and they turned out to be some terrible person because you was too proud to keep their father in their life. I've run into that so many times. Just send the child to stay with his father. You don't need him. You don't need to be trying to raise him by yourself. Send him with his dad because he needs his actual father. He don't need somebody trying to get to play father. He needs his real father. But because they are so bitter and the court system, which I hate, benefits mothers more than fathers who want to be dads.
This is how important fathers are.
You are correct.
It would be incredibly selfish to not let a kid see their father due to pettiness and pride.
Women will say, I want a man, not a kid, only for them to end up with a kid and no man.
Sensational.
That was extremely poetic, but the point was strong. Maybe some women should worry less about standards and more about the quality of the man.
Your name and age, and why did you end up popping your balloon?
Ahmad, 33. Just wasn't my type, and it was giving city girl vibes. You came out real hot out the gate, and you got these temperaments and these, you know, these facial expressions, stuff like that. I just wasn't feeling it. Kind of young and immature to me, so yeah.
Okay.
Not that there's anything wrong with being a city
That
girl
was
or a
actually
boy,
pretty
but
good.
maturity should definitely be an important quality to have.
You got a goofy living situation? What's going on with that?
4 years ago, I was dating this girl, and we moved in together, and we were engaged, living on a farm that her parents owned, and we actually ended up moving into the house that she grew up in. It's a dairy farm, and me and her dad started dairy farming together. Flash forward another year, well, she found her a new boyfriend, and her dad found out, and her dad told her to get out and told me to stay. So to this day, I still live on the farm she grew up in, and I still...
My man, this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about work ethic. I'm talking about when you do your job, you do it good, and you make sure you do it good, and people notice you do a good job. This is what happens. It doesn't always happen, and again, I always say small businesses is more likely to happen than any corporation setting, but yes, this is what I'm talking about.
I still milk cows with her dad. Hell, I talk to her dad more than he talks to her.
You are the father's son he wish he always had.
He told me that one time, which I thought was weird because he has a son.
So do you ever see the girl anymore?
And her new boyfriend, I guess, just bought a house a while back, and they're wanting to fix it up. And, you know, me being a nice guy, I even offered to help him out. And her new boyfriend told me he'd rather freeze to death than have my help. So, you know what? I guess that's their problem.
You see her at like Thanksgiving and stuff, or no?
Oh, yeah. It definitely makes her angry every time you see her over at her parents' house and I'm there. But
this is such an awesome story. Yeah, my parents like you better than me.
That's okay.
He's got like a stocking on the mantle during Christmas time.
Right? She doesn't.
I do.
Do you pay rent?
No.
Dude.
I don't see why he would. This is what I'm talking about, guys. When you provide so much value to the employer or to the people around you, guess what they do? They just take care of you.
How the hell did this work out?
I honestly have no idea. I somehow just Forrest Gumped my way through life. I don't know.
That seems pretty
My
fair,
man.
and he deserves to be a part of the family. Cheating is wrong, and it's good to see consequences for it.
You look like you're from America.
I'm not, but I've got the vibe.
Got the vibe. Where you from?
I'm from London, but I'm originally from Romania and Spain. I'm mixed.
I jack you, but go over there. Yeah. Kind of got like a strong jaw joint.
I mean, we see it, we do, but he didn't have to say it out loud. This man has a lot of guts.
Baby daddy that does not want his baby mama back in real life.
I found my husband
Yeah, but he doesn't mean like he doesn't want to take care of his baby. He just doesn't want you.
12 years with a girl from work, his coworker, at the beach kissing and drinking beer. I ended up leaving him, and him and his
Those mammary
mistress
glands
are
right
happily still together and have 2 children.
Cheating is never okay, but there are a lot of men who don't want their exes back, no matter if they have a child with that person or not.
True.
I'm with him for like 2 days. My boyfriend, my actual boyfriend, during this time not hitting me up. Like, this is why I cheated on you. I go 2 days without
You gotta straight up tell him that.
word.
She's for the streets.
You
bro.
must be doing something. What the fuck are you doing? We have been through a lot.
Did she just admit to cheating and claim that she was the one that'd been through a lot? I think her boyfriend was the one that went through a lot, not her.
So many of these women talk about, I've struggled for so many years. Now I should be on a yacht. No. Yachts are for millionaires. You don't have yacht looks. You don't even have speedboat looks.
Speedboats are still quite expensive up
You
there.
got whitewater. You got SeaWorld looks. A yacht.
SeaWorld looks is a crazy thing to say, but on a serious note, no.
Why don't we put it in the oven? Are you touching my chest? But hey, you see this, right? But then if you know what I'm saying? Then I'm the bad guy.
Right?
You see, then I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. You see what I'm saying?
You just got groped, bro.
Like, this not fair in this world, bro. Nothing's fair, bro. Like, literally, nothing's fair, bro.
Nothing. Yeah.
Like, how about I say we should do some equal rights.
I agree with him.
Yeah.
If the roles were reversed,
some
no
lefts.
one would be laughing.
If y'all broke, just say that, bro.
I'm pop, bro. I'm broke.
Okay, well, then we could leave. Like, we not paying. Shut your Coming out here wearing designer, can't pay for.
Damn.
Now that's.
I only see one broke person in this video, and it's not him or anyone else that's in the background. She showed her true colors too soon, and she got put back in her place. Love.
It's quite easy to see the gold diggers nowadays, isn't it?
To see it. You guys have made it to the end of the video.
It's so easy to tell. It's just whenever you see a woman, there's a gold digger right there. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that, and I catch you next time.